The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. Jack, we Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elder, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying.
Scotty on the mic, pen scribbling plays. Zio in the zone, calling highlights and waves. Saturday night, late vibes, we staying awake. HBCU legends, every move they make. Gridiron dreams, under lights they gleam. Crowd roars electric, you can feel the beam. Pass clashing, 808 stomping, marching bands hitting, stadium jumping. Late Readz, catch the plays, don't sleep. Breaking down the games, analysis deep. Late Readz, where the culture meets the beat. Every highlight, every heart, every feed. Late Readz, catch the plays, don't sleep. Breaking down the games, analysis deep. Late Readz, where the culture meets the beat. Every highlight, every heart, every feed. Drum major stepping, the rhythm don't miss. Halftime show, crowd moving like this. Zio got the stats, Scotty got the flow. Dropping gems and heat like a trap maestro. Running backs dashing, quarterbacks flashing. HBCU pride, the passion everlasting. Shimmering keys, late night haze. Gator shrimp pass, drift through the maze. Games on the screen, stories untold. Legends in the making, the future unfolds. Late Readz, get your plays, don't sleep. Breaking down the games, analysis deep. Late Readz, where the culture meets the beat. Every highlight, every heart, every feed. Late Readz, get your plays, don't sleep. Breaking down the games, analysis deep. Late Readz, where the culture meets the beat. Every highlight, every heart, every feed.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, man, back with another one. You already know. Welcome to the Late Readz for the late night. You already know, Sunday night, and I can't do it without my brother from another. You already know. So, Philip!
What's happening? What's happening? Before we say anything, I wouldn't be a Jacksonian if I didn't say, "What up?" It's day one of issue hate.
And if you don't know, Zoe is a Bears fan. If you don't know, and no, that was oh my God, everybody should be fired after that game. So I am. When I tell you, I am pissed. I didn't get to watch. I'm so glad I didn't watch the game because I was driving back from Maryland. But oh my God.
Oh, hold on. We on there. Man, shout out to you, bro. Called your first game, Morgan State.
Second game.
I'm sorry, second game. That's right.
Yeah.
But Morgan State, man, shout out to Scotty, man. Big thing, man. Going from YouTube, call the games in real life.
Hey, man, listen. Thank you, my boy. And let me say this. I got to give a shout out to my man, Emory Hunt, man. He recommended me for the job and put in a good word for me. So that's how I got it. But let me say this. What's sad, though, again, I got to all glory goes to God. And shout out to my man, Emory Hunt, for the hookup. But I got to say this. What's sad to me is this. I was so scared of somebody. I couldn't promote it because I was so scared of somebody calling and saying, nah, he can't do it. Don't let him do it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really promote it like I wanted to really get, but I appreciate anybody who watched the game. It was a Morgan State, Central State game, man. Again, shout out to the production team. Shout out to Mr. Phil. Shout out to Emory, man. I just appreciate all you guys and thank you for the opportunity. Hope to have more in the future, man. Listen, it was fun, man. Bear down.
Hey, it was a beautiful game, man.
4? Did he throw 5 touchdowns or 4?
4.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. And look, and shout out because absolute victory every day.
Oh, they were just talking about a week ago him being a bust. And now he over here. He played against the Cowboys defense and he looked like he Joe Montana. It just absolutely.
I mean, look, man. We should be 2-1 right now. You know, Detroit, we just got mollywopped. You know what I'm saying? We should have won the Minnesota game. You know what I'm saying? They came back, did what they did. The defense was horrible. But look, we wanted to. We got the Raiders next week. So we'll be 2-2, 500, clean slate, start over then. So kudos to my Bears, baby. Bear down. Hey, look, and I gotta take these because it's always a good thing when the Bears win, start the week off. You know what the Tigers gonna do down in the big league.
Oh man,
all the beige defenders, we coming down there.
Oh man, yeah, it's going down, man. So I want to thank anybody. Appreciate it, PZ, man. Shout out to you, David. Shout out to my man Owens, Armand. Man, again, everybody who hit me up on Instagram and Twitter and told me thank you. I did a good job, man. I appreciate it, man. Listen, and again, I'm not the type of person that is listen, if I didn't do good, please I like to get better. Okay. So if you're like, hey, Scotty, you can do this better, please. Like, I don't bite, you know what I'm saying? Like people be like, man, Scotty gonna go off of me. No, I'm actually really open to criticism. I don't have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're respectful, you know what I'm saying? Not like you suck, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing crazy like that. But now I do appreciate all like feedback. It doesn't bother me at all. But man, listen, what we on week 5? We on week 5. So week 4.
It's week 5.
So no, we were on week 4. Now it's week 5.
Week 5.
Yeah, we're on week 5. And listen, listen. Now in the MEAC world, they don't start till October. But for a SWAC, it's popping. After week 5, it's on and popping, baby. Get them out of conference. Get them in conference, out of conference games out the way. Get them PWI crazy blowouts out the way. It's football time.
Look, MEAC and SWAC, this weekend gonna be beautiful. The matchups we got this weekend, bro.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. We might have to do a pregame show on Thursday just to break it all down and bring it to you guys then. But we'll get into it now. First and foremost, you know where we got. Listen, you gotta start off with the lead. You gotta start off with the lead. Now let's talk about how it started first. All right, you gotta go back to go forward. Okay, let's talk about how it started.
We got a nasty offensive line, and it's gonna be a challenge. But this is the game. This is not just another game on our schedule. It's versus North Carolina Central. It's our rival. We're looking forward to it. We're going to exceed their physicality. We're going to exceed their effort, and we're ready to go.
Okay. Now, let me be very clear. I think he should have stopped after this is our rival, and we're excited. Like, that's it. You stop right there. I I get trying to promote the fight. I get trying to be Don King, but we're going to exceed their physicality.
I got a question about that. So when you make a statement and say that you're going to exceed their expectation and you're going to exceed their physicality, see, it's one thing to lose, right? Because you just lost the game. I'm serious. Like, you can just lose the game, right? And nobody's going to question anything. But, bro, when you get 765 yards put on you,
that's crazy.
How do you even go to the media after the game and even say anything? You didn't even match. Forget exceed. You didn't even match. You're in the negative.
Oh my goodness!
Dude, got almost 1,000 yards in one. They got 2 games worth of total offense in one game.
No, I gotta play this again. I'm sorry,
but this is the game. This is not just another game on our schedule. It's versus North Carolina Central. It's our rival. We're looking forward to it.
Right there, you stop. Right there. Right there, right, Zoe, right there, you stop. We're looking forward to it. We'll see you Saturday at 4 o'clock. I think right there, you're good, right? You're still promoting the game. You got the energy behind it. But when you say this,
we're going to exceed their physicality. We're going to exceed their effort, and we're ready to go. So we'll see you Saturday at 4 o'clock.
We're ready to go.
Right now, as we speak, somebody should have literally a Photoshop thing of like, remember Rockman had that big ass knot on his head. You should have it on his head right now.
No, you need a Martin Lawrence face with the lumps when he got in the.
I mean, there goes your physicality right there. God damn, bro.
Oh man,
dude, like this, dude. Man, it's like Central play A&T, man, on NCAA 26 on freshman skill level, dog. And all they players on 99. Like 765 yard total offense, bro. That's crazy.
Let me show you how it. Let's see how it ended. You know what I'm saying? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever been a part of in my life. Listen, I want to give a shout out to HBCU Sports. This is their graphic. I had to chop it down to kind of fit it, and I don't want to take no credit. I'm not trying to take credit for anything. HBCU Sports came up with this graphic. I just stole it from them, but I couldn't chop it up and have their thing still there with the logo. So, but that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever been a part of in my life. That's crazy work.
You know what, Scotty? Real talk. This is worse than The Undertaker. This is worse than Vincent Brown. This is worse.
I don't know. Because he got 66 put on him last year.
Yeah, but he 765 yards.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
This is worse. This is worse than The Undertaker. I mean, Undertaker represents death. You know what I'm saying? This is the afterlife. I mean, they're going to hell now. I mean, 60 piece 1 year, man, 765 and 60 points again the next year, bro.
That's crazy. That's how I know you just bad. So let's get into it. 20-62. All right. Good. There is no good. It's just bad, and then it's just ugly. Okay. There is no good.
It ain't even bad. Everything was ugly. Everything. Ain't no bad. Everything was ugly.
Let's get into these stats. This dog. This is when I was typing it up, I said, I have never in my life. Somebody went for 300 in rushing and they almost went 400 in passing yards,
and then not only did you got the high number, look at the balance with it, bro. Look at the balance. That's why I said, man, this is literally, I'm a real skilled player on college football, dog. I got you on freshman, and my whole roster is 99. Everybody got 99.
No, come on, Miss Jake is This what you paying 370 for? This what you paying 370 for?
Man, they living in the shack and just bought the beans, man. This.
Hey, that's a plane, a 767. That's a Boeing 767. That's a Boeing jet.
You know what's crazy though, bro? They left the MEAC and can't get right since they left. They've been losing the MEAC schools ever since they left.
Can't.
That's you know what? That's A&T new name now. Can't get right.
Can't get right.
Can't get right, bro.
Can't get. Listen, not. Then on top of that, 54 rush yards. Do you know? Okay, I need y'all to see. Let me break this down for all the people that don't understand football. How it works is this: when you score, I get a chance, and when somebody puts 62 points on you, do you know how many opportunities that you had to try to get the ball back? Because they got to kick it back to you. And for you to get 54 rushing yards in 4 quarters of football, unheard of. Unheard of. That is an ass whooping if I ever see one. 2 years. So 2 years in a row, your rivals have put 60 on you. 60.
Man.
That's a new low. That's got to be a new low.
So here's the thing to that game. I was actually trying to pull the stats because here we go. You pulled up the yardage. What's even worse? The attempts. They had 34 attempts
at rushing.
Yes,
with 54 yards.
Let me read it to you. 34 rushing attempts, 54 yards, 1.6 yards.
Oh, goddamn.
Every time you touch the ball, you get pops when you get to the line. That was their average for the entire game. 1.6 yards on 34 attempts.
That's crazy.
And you're going to say, I'm physical. Yeah, you got knocks all upside your head, man.
Oh, my goodness. That is a beatdown if I've ever seen one in my life.
Bro, if you go down, man, it's bad, bro. It's really, really bad. You go to receiving, man. They had 11 receptions as a team for 252 yards, bro. I mean, it got ugly.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, sacks do count against rushing because at Morgan they had like 9 sacks, so brought their rushing total down to like.
Hold on. I see where you're going, Rocky, but this ain't that. So let me read it to you. Wesley Graves, 9 carries for 26 yards, 2.9 yard average. JT Smith, 6 rushes, 15 yards, 2.5 yard average. Shamik Blizzard, bad name, 5 carries, 14 yards. Jalen Hicks, 1 carry, 2 yards. Kevin White, 10 carries, -1 yards. Noah Sanders, 3 carries, -2 yards. So even with the sacks, bro, it might get them to about 65 yards with the sacks. So instead of averaging 1.6, you're probably about 2.8.
Listen, when I tell you, they so lucky this game was behind Flow Sports. Because if this game was on ESPN Plus, everybody and their mama with us, because I didn't get to watch it. Because first of all, I wasn't paying no $19.99 to watch this. I knew it was going to be a trash ass game. So there's no way I was going to pay $19.99 for it. But if this game was on ESPN Plus, oh my God.
And look, as bad as A&T was, look, I'd be remiss if we didn't give kudos to Chris Mosey.
Oh man, what did he have like 4 rushing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns?
Yeah, 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving, 5
That's
touchdowns.
crazy.
I mean, his 11 rushes for 168 yards for 15.3 yard average, 3 touchdowns, longest run to 75 yards, and then on the receiving end, Chris Mosley had 4 catches for 90 yards. It's 22.5 yard average and 2 touchdowns. Longest reception is 50 yards. Nassim Cosby had 6 catches for 117 yards, no touchdowns. And then also Arthur Rogers had 12 rushes for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. Zion Dobson had 8 rushes, 59 yards, 7-yard carry, no touchdowns.
So can you imagine one player outscoring your whole entire team?
Man.
This kid by himself had 35 points. By himself.
Gil better not say nothing about physical anything rest of this year.
Now, this is my issue because anybody who knows Gibbs, and I'm gonna say this is the thing. It's like a gift and a curse with Gibbs. Gibbs is one of those dudes when he's up, and I said this on Outspoken. When Gibbs is up, he's a talker. And you saw that in the Hampton, right? Like, I'm telling you right now, he's the type of guy that he's like Draymond Green, right? Like, when they win the championships, he all in the camera. He's saying he giving you all the bravado. But when he's down, what you say, like a mouse pissing on cotton? What'd you say? It's quiet as
a mouse pissing on cotton. You can't hear it.
You can't hear. I'm trying to, that is who Gibbs is, and to me, that I can't respect that. That's what I cannot respect, right? Like, I can respect you being loud when you win, but you gotta be loud when you lose. You gotta.
You know what, Dominic, cut you off. To your point, and trust me, I wholeheartedly agree. But here's the thing, because I know some people, they'll say, well, you ain't got nothing to talk about. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. When you lose, you got plenty to say. But you got to ask Whoop. Hey, man, we just got to tell Whoop.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? I talked that crap, you know what I'm saying? I have to believe for my team, but hey, man, we went to bed this game.
Went to bed.
We'll come back the next week. And guess what? I'll be back talking again.
I'll be back talking again. They're gonna have to see me. They're gonna have to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, listen, I would say if I would lost that game, NCCU is the standard that we try and get to. They're gonna see me again. We gonna see each other again. I'm gonna be here for a while. We're gonna see each other again. And that I can respect. But when you come in with your cat with the tail between your legs, and I don't know what to say. I mean, I've never been a part of anything like this before. This is the most embarrassing thing. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, you're a librarian now. Like, you a librarian? Nah, keep that same energy, my boy. Like,
what gets me though, see, I'm the kind of person, I'm a reporter. Like, literally after the game, I'll be like, so what would you rate your physical state after this game? Because you said we're going to physical. I would ask.
Did you exceed
your physical nature that you wanted to before the game? I would ask that. There's not being a butthole, but they would get bothered by that question. I'm like, but you weren't bothered when you were saying it.
When you were saying
it. You got to walk it both on the front end. But I do think Gibbs is the right man for the job. I do. I really, really do. And again, their issue, which goes to it, is a player problem. They don't have the talent.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he knows that. And again, they got the whole entire staff when Broadway was there. They're hoping to recreate what they had when Broadway was there. And so, so far they've been doing okay on the recruiting trail. So we'll see what they look like in year 2. But right now, they just got took behind the woodshed, man.
Absolutely.
Like they stole something.
And you know, and at the end of the day,
that means the bitch got to drop on us. My back is against the wall. It's not a test. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me. Nigga. Help me.
All I got a visual of, man, is literally Central going through warm-ups, looking at Gibbs and his team and say, what you say about my mama?
Dog, listen, I don't even think an F can do it justice. I had to add something extra to an F-. Like,
yeah, man.
Dog, when I tell you this is a complete and utter failure, to me, this is rock bottom. Listen, 760. When you get a Boeing plane put on you in total yards, when you get the Dreamliner. Okay, when you get a Dreamliner put on you on yards, 767, that's what Southwest riding in. Okay, they riding in 767. When you get one of those put on you, this is the definition of rock bottom. I don't listen. The rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the rock, under the rock. I don't care. This is the bottom of it. Whatever rock bottom looks like is North Carolina A&T.
And do you realize this type of game is the game that's going to laugh at you for the rest of your life? Like, seriously. It's going to be 30 years. It's going to be 30 years from now. People talk about, bruh, man, you know, they've had almost 800 yards put on them in one game. Bro.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy work. You almost had 800 yards put on you. And as another defense, bro, as another D1 institution, we're not talking NAIA versus NCCU. We're talking about another Division I opponent got put 800 yards on. That's crazy. You got a Boeing put on you? That's crazy.
Your rival, though. That's
your rival. You can never live this down. Dude, they've been playing this game for 95 years. For another 95 years, they're going to be talking about this game.
Bro, do you understand what it would be like if Jackson State did that to Southern or vice versa?
Oh
Like,
my
you
gosh.
can never live that down.
Perry.
I tell you what, look, Bethune-Cookman suck ass right now. Nobody project. What if Bethune-Cookman sit there and put 700, total yards and beat FAMU like that? Man, those snakes will never be able to live that down.
At your crib, not a neutral site. At the crib. That's
hey man, y'all can take the G-Ho off G-Ho, bro. y'all got hold.
Y'all got hold. That was crazy work.
The G is silent.
Yo, that's wow.
Yeah, they did back when guys had leather helmets and weren't playing. I mean, that don't hurt.
But you see how they still bringing that up. You know what I'm saying? They said it happened.
But guess what? That don't hurt me though. That was when y'all wearing leather helmet. It was in like 1920 something, dog. Like seriously, it was in the 20s. That don't hurt. That don't. Guess what? You didn't see it. See, it's different.
Yeah.
Next week, if I sit there and say, hold on, I'll tell you what. Because I was alive to see Jack State beat Southern 42-0 at the half. In Buffalo. Then they would have cut the team break line, Scotty, because we beat the ass so bad. In Muffin.
0 at half.
And they cut the team break line. I was alive to see it.
That's tough. That's tough. Now, listen, Zoe, get your chest ready. Because again, y'all thought we was playing when we told y'all.
I got something to say. About this too. Because there's a certain, he's a friend of mine. He's my friend in the MEAC. Y'all clip this. My friend within the MEAC. He went to Southern, but he didn't go to Southern. And he told me and Scotty knew who I'm talking about too. He told me and Scotty, all this hubbub that's being talked about Delaware State, they too thin, they this, and they ain't gonna be nothing, and they gonna be sorry. But if I told you right now, going to week 5, Delaware State had the same number of wins as the Maroon and Gray Eagles down there at Central, would you believe me? Everybody else would say no. But me and Scotty told y'all. We told y'all way before the season. We was like, look, this is not the same Delaware State.
Okay. So now if we went blow for blow, let's talk about blow for blow. Team for team.
Whoa. Different word. No.
If we went shot for shot, all right. If we went shot for shot, team for team, who's better, Southern or Albany?
New Albany.
You Albany. All right, that would be there. Could we say NCAT and St. Francis? Is that seemed about the same to me?
I think St. Francis beat NCAT.
If we go Bowie State and Fayetteville State, is that not the same?
Oh, I see what you did there. So who got a more impressive win? Central or Delaware State? Come on back here.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, listen, that's all I'm saying.
Come on back here now.
That's all I'm saying, Zoe.
Hold on. What we gotta stop doing? Cause I saw some earlier, and cause I be watching when I be at work. Oh, hold on. Somebody got my CD. I be working, but I catch a little bit of something while I'm working. Okay. And somebody said, that we know the Central is, predict the win, but it was like, I'm biased. I'm biased too. But what I always say, Scotty, I can take my blue and white glasses off and I can talk ball.
Yeah.
Sit there and say, bro, look at the roster, look at the players they got in, look at the roster, DJ staff, and you're starting to see some continuity. And you actually, Scotty, the one thing that you're seeing from Delaware State, for real, you're seeing growth every week. You're seeing progression every week. And bro, remember it was like, oh, they won't win 4 games. They won't win 5 games. They're going to finish. And remember, they were picked dead last in the MEAC. Dead last.
I disagree. I disagree. I think Delaware State losing to Delaware is more impressive loss than NCCU losing to ODU. I'm not saying ODU's a fine team. I'm not saying, but how they again, you're talking about a team picked last, competed against Delaware. But go ahead.
Hold on. I'm gonna change that. No, Delaware's loss is way better for Delaware State than Central. Let me tell you why. First time head coach. First time head coach in his first game ever. Against a coach who's perceived as what? The best in conference.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. With a stacked team projected to win the conference, right? Also, senior quarterback, all these returning players. This was the first game of a first-time head coach, brand new staff, all of that. Whole new team, all of that. And look the way they look. So hell no. Hell no.
Can we dive a little deeper, though?
Man, go ahead.
Can we dive a little deeper? They have surpassed its win total from each of the past 2 seasons.
Okay.
Is that not a win right there?
Yep.
It also has back-to-back wins for the first time since 2022. Is that not a win right there?
Check, please.
Ranked number 1 in FCS rushing offense with 280 yards a game.
Check, please.
Caden Bennett ranked number 1 in FCS scoring with 42 points.
Okay. See, Scotty, I'm telling you. So look, because you knew here. So let me. You ain't new to black folk, but you knew here. So let me hit you some things. When we like our team, we love to minimize something new because it's Delaware State. So until I play them, even if my team ain't good, I'm gonna poo-poo everything they do.
Facts.
I'm gonna poo-poo everything they do until I play them. But again, dog, 3-1 is 3-1, bro. And who they play this weekend?
Sacred Heart.
They play the same team that Norfolk just lost to.
And I bet you they win.
So Scotty, watch this. Now you want to talk about impressive? They'll be 4-1 with one more non-conference game. And we're talking about the possibility because at the end of the day, Delaware State doesn't have to win a single conference game. If they remember before the season, we did a show together, previously first to go. And we said, what, Scotty? We said we guarantee they'll win 6 games.
Guaranteed it.
Scotty, if they win, this is their 4. You gonna sit there tell me they can't be Morgan? Sure they can. You gonna tell me
Howard? They damn sure could be Howard.
You gonna tell me they can't be Howard? Sure they can. So they're gonna fight. They have the chance in D-Jack's first season, Scotty, to have the best non-conference record going to the conference slate than any other school within the MEAC. That's the crazy part.
Can I put some respect on my name real quick? You mind if I put some respect on my
Go
name?
ahead.
I got it. All right, so I'm just counting losses. All right, so Delaware's a loss. Albany.
I'm putting the L there. DeSean's still learning how to coach too.
It's at Dover. I'm gonna give him a dub.
Jesus.
I'm gonna give him a dub. Bowie State. I'm gonna give him a dub.
Right,
St. Francis. I'm gonna give him a dub.
They lost to St. Francis last year, 17-28. I know it's a new year, but this is a matchup from last year where they had St. Francis at home. So I'll give them a dub there. St. Francis isn't a great team. You know what? Yeah, that might be one of the few dubs I give them. That's one of the few. I give them that. And I'm going out on the limb right there. That may come back.
Now, I'm not saying I'm Negro Damas. No, I'm not saying that at all. But that is a flat out. I called the 3-game winning streak a month ago. And if I let the full video go, I say I got them winning 7 to 8 games. I say that in the thing. And I got them beating Sacred Heart. I got them beating Southern Connecticut. The issue that I have that I would switch now is in my preview, I had them losing to Norfolk. I have them beating Norfolk. So you're talking about Sacred Heart's a dub. So, you know what? Let's go to the schedule, though. Let's go.
Hold on. Pull it up. But here's the thing, because I'm gonna tell you right now. The game that we probably sight unseen will say, "Oh yeah, Mumbles is definitely L." Right?
Oh yeah.
Remember we talked about that, but then now it's like, man, let the game get played. But here's the thing: Howard, I got Howard as a dub. I got Morgan as a dub, and I got Norfolk as a dub. Scotty, they ain't got but 2 other conference games.
They only got, and I gave them the South Carolina State game because it's in Dover.
Listen, watch this though. They gonna win those 3 games. So even if they lose to Central and South Carolina State, they're 3-2 in conference play. Plus, if they go ahead and if they win 4 games, Norfolk State, Scott, that's 7 games. So, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man.
So Albany's a dub. Bowie State was a dub. St. Francis a dub. Sacred Heart, I got them a dub. Right? Monmouth is going to be a tough one. All right. As of right now, it's a push. You're gonna let it play out, but I think Monmouth come out with that. Southern Connecticut State. Go ahead. Dub.
That's a dub.
This one, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm still on the fence about this one. Right? I'm still on the fence about this one. I don't think North Carolina Central is all world. All right. I don't think they beat them by 40. They might score 40, but I don't think they beat them by 40.
So here's what I meant with that. I'm still right now will tell you I got Central winning that game. Well, hold on. But I wouldn't be shocked if Delaware State wins it. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. Norfolk's a dub. Morgan's a dub. Howard's a dub. South Carolina State, I gave them that was the see. I said that they were going to clip 2 of the big dogs, and I think South Carolina State is the one that gets clipped because it's in Dover. But that's my thing. So, listen, I'm gonna go watch some Monmouth film. I know Blue is Mr. FCS. I'm gonna go watch me some Monmouth film, and I'm gonna go recap and see what they got going on. But I would tell you this, and I'm gonna stand on this, Blue. Monmouth doesn't beat Delaware. They don't beat Delaware. And if you give me what Delaware State did when they played UD, that game is competitive. If you give me the same team in the second half of that UD game without the turnovers, because that's what killed Delaware State. I watched the whole game. That's what killed Delaware State was bad turnovers when they were in the red zone and going in to score. If you give me that Delaware State team, I'm telling you right now, they're not beating Delaware State by 40. They're not. They might score 40, but they're not beating them by 40. But go ahead.
So here's my hot take, and I think I mentioned this earlier because what I said before the season was I believe Delaware State is going to clip. I said Delaware State or Norfolk, one of those 2 teams is going to clip either Central or South Carolina State. I wasn't going to get into the crevices of which one in particular, but that's why I say I'm going to say that Central's going to win that game, but I wouldn't be shocked if they lost. But my prediction, my hot take is I got Delaware State finishing 4-1 in conference play in year 1.
All right, so let me look at this Monmouth schedule really quickly. Because again, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Let me see. Sorry, wrong one. We share that screen.
Oh, did you see that?
What's up?
Delaware beat FIU yesterday.
Yeah, that was bad too. That boy Keon Jenkins ain't it. I've been saying that. I told Willie when he first got the team, I said Keon Jenkins ain't it. All right, they beat Colgate by 3. They beat Fordham. They lose to Charlotte by 7. They demolished Villanova, put 51 on Villanova. Now, again, let me be very clear. Let me look at this box score real quick. Let me see team stats. 240, 242, 397. God almighty, 636 yards of total offense. That's crazy. I'm not even on the right thing. But let me say this. Looking at it, 51-33, I'll say this. I think it's a high-scoring game. I think Monmouth wins, but I don't think it's a blowout per se. Like what I mean by that is I don't think it's like 40-3. I think it might be like 21-40, which is still a butt whooping. But I for Dale State, I think it's competitive. I'm gonna just say that. I think it's competitive with Dale State. We'll see. But I'm gonna go watch this Monmouth and Villanova game. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see what it's about. But we'll see. We'll absolutely see. But it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a good game. I think I'll say this. I think Delaware State's gonna be ready. I think they're gonna be prepared. Right. Let's get into it. Good, bad, and the ugly. All right. Let me say this. When I saw this, what I like about this is I like that Dale State, they do what works. They don't try to force anything that they like, you know, you would think that because DeSean Jackson's a wide receiver, and he's a high flying, throw the ball around type of guy. He's like, hey man, let's go get this win. If we got to run it 30 times, we got to run it 30 times. If we're going to throw it 15 to 20 times, whatever's going for his team, I like that he leans into it. My thing is when you need to pass the ball, will you be able to? That's my pushback on this Del State team. But what you guys owe?
Man, the one thing I've noticed about Del State that I like, because we were told that they're too light in the line. But Scotty, they've been actually pretty good against the run so far in the season. And so, look at this game here, giving up 59 yards. They're great. Some people say, oh, let's say Francis. But, outside of Del State being this the first game of the season, I don't really hold that against much team because you don't know what you got, in this game one. But, man, since that first game, man, they've actually been pretty decent against the run. And so that's been the one thing I've been seeing that's been, continuous thus far over the season. But, again, they have gotten better on both sides of the ball every game. And so you see progression. And that's the one thing I'm serious on. If I'm just a football guy, I'm looking at other teams, especially if I'm getting ready to play this team and I'm researching them, that's the one thing you want from every team, is to see progression in every game, especially, bro, I'm the first-time head coach.
Absolutely.
I'm the first-time head coach, and you're seeing that. So that gives credence to who he is as a coach and the staff he got together.
I'm telling you, right, the thing that worries me is their pass defense. Ooh, listen, them DBs and safeties, they're a little sketchy. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. The DBs and the secondary is a little sketchy. That's to me their biggest weakness on the defensive side of the ball. But what I'm really curious to see is year 2 with DeSean. Yeah, because if you year 2 with DeSean, a full recruiting cycle and Anzo, a 1 transfer portal window.
Yes.
A 1 transfer portal window.
The timing of it.
Listen, you can, and again, for FCS programs, this is a lifesaver because now, right before the season, you don't have kids just jumping out, getting gone or whatever. I think it's a stabilizer for a lot of FCS programs and G5s as well for their program. So I'm curious to see what year 2 looks like. But year 1 is doing a hell of a job for DeSean Jackson. Again, I mean, listen, man. Come on, man.
So I'm gonna get to my B+ because when we talk about an A, have they thrown for about 200, 225. I can give them an A with that, regardless of who they play. But they've shown the thing that they've gotten better. So according to what they had with TOP, with the way that they ran the ball, but the passing yard were where they were. And so that's why you can't give them an A, man, if you ain't throwing for 100 yards passing. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
But outside of that, B+. But also, I hinted to this B+ because there's another game I'll get to when I get to a certain grade. And because if I'm going to give this a B+, it's going to actually define why I gave, and I mentioned it, another team the grade that I gave them. But B+ nonetheless. And so, Scotty, another thing, you're starting to see they're being consistent week in and week out. We gave them a B+ last time.
Yep.
They're being consistent. So what I'm saying, you're seeing the progression. A first-time head coach. I can't stress that enough.
And to me, this is what really bothers me about the whole thing, Zoe, is if they would have lost all those games, except the Bowie State game, everybody be like, see, I told you, this is Del State. We told you ain't nothing changed. This Del State. What you expect? They supposed to lose it. But when they win these games, then they poo-poo all the wins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you expected them to lose all these games. You expected them to lose to UAlbany. You expect them to beat Bowie State, but you expected them to lose the St. Some people have them losing to St. Francis, and they be like, they're D3 team. But again, St. Francis would have, if DeSean Jackson is not there, is this game closer?
No.
Is it, you get what I'm saying? Like, is this game 21-17 and St. Francis wins? I believe they do if DeSean Jackson is not there. But when DeSean Jackson is there, you beat him handily like you're supposed to beat a D3 team, which is 39-10.
And you know what? And we can't forget, man. Think about it. You lose who I think, well, you and I both agree, they lose the best player on the team, Marky Adams.
Yeah.
And look at the time frame in which you lost him. Then you turn around and replace him late because remember, that quarterback came in late.
Yeah.
He came in late, and then you're getting this type of production. Man, it's all. But you know what? Not only are they progressed, I gotta say this. That team is bonding. They're playing for that coach. They're playing for it. You see it. You see it. Like there is Man, I'm telling you, oh God, I hate that. Ugh. I hate to even say this, man. And I'm saying this from being a part of it, bro. It got a different way, a different feel, but a lot of similarities to Prime in year one.
I knew you was going there, yeah.
It's different because of how we played. That's what I'm saying. It's a different. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but it's a lot of similarities to how it's trending with the wins and the players and how it is, bro.
What the thing is, though, you know, again, I want to harp on this because a lot of people. I want to be very clear. I know what they're going through because let me give you a little backstory of me. My high school was in the Washington Post for the worst football program in the metropolitan area. We didn't win a game for 10 years. I want to be very clear. We did not win a game for 10 years. A good friend of mine was on the Washington Post with his helmet, a big old picture talking about John F. Kennedy, the worst program in Metro. I mean, like big bold letters. We get a new coach who played in the NFL. We win our first game in 10 years against Einstein. And that year we went 9-1, went to the playoffs and beat our biggest rival, one of the biggest programs, the football programs in the county, which was Seneca Valley at the time. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is this. I understand that chip because when you're trying to change a losing culture, when people expect to lose, the first win is like, oh my God, we won. The second win is like, we got it. The third win is like, oh, we can do this. Like you start really believing. DeSean Jackson can tell you to do 10 jumping jacks and swim a mile. And you be like, I don't know why, but we're gonna win if I do it. That's that belief that you get because again, you start seeing what he's telling us works on the field, what they're teaching us works on the field. So now you want to put more work in. You want to go extra harder. You run harder. You lift weights harder. Everything, you're more in tune. Why? Because we have a chance. We see it, we believe it, and that's what it. Listen, that's what it is, man. So I know what these kids are going through right now. They're seeing the belief. They're loving it. They're excited about football again. And they're going to have an expectation to win. When they walk into Monmouth, they're going to have an expectation to win. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you're not even in a loss to Monmouth. How they compete.
Yeah.
It's going to be everything you need to know.
Again, seeing that against Delaware shows you something, though. But again, it's been trending upward every week since. So
yeah, absolutely. And I'm not going to say last but not least, a shout out to Jordan. He's one of the media directors at Delaware State. Man, shout out to you. I'm gonna keep saying this. Put some respect on me and my boy Zoe. We caught it from day one. Caught it from day one. We day one bandwagoners, okay? Day one. Listen, you know how you got like I'm the bus driver and he my TA. Like he right next to me, making sure everybody getting on the bus right and getting in your right seats. Because again, we called it from day one, and he talked about the recruiting from California. He talked about Travis Clark and all his connections to California, and then we talked about Eugene. We talked about Clinton Portis. We talked about Nemo Washington. We talked about all these guys he was bringing in on staff that were going to make this program turn around. So I'm excited, man. I'm absolutely excited. All right. Turning pages. Somebody who needs a little help. Okay? Did you watch this game, though?
No, man. I'm kind of turned off from watching.
Let me say this. I don't understand how you lose a game with 550 yards of total offense.
They had to have turnovers.
Turnovers. Every time they were going in to score, turnover. Every time the momentum flipped or shifted, turnover. And then to win the game. Listen, so I can't express this enough, bro. They're doing Otto looks like goddamn freaking Eli Manning in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember them Eli Manning fourth quarters, right? He looked like Eli Manning in the fourth quarter. Couldn't be stopped. He dotting Bama's up in this 2-minute drill. The old line, they picking up the blitzes from Sacred Heart. It looks too easy. You're just like, oh, they're about to go down. They do a halfback draw. With 50 seconds left with no timeout.
Wow.
They do a halfback draw. He comes up short. It runs like 20 seconds off the clock. They pick up the first down. It stops the clock. They pick up some more yards, and they don't have a timeout. So now they get it just goes all bad from here. So let me tell you how it works. So it's second and something. They throw the ball. They push the field goal unit out there. But Zoe, it gets even worse. I'm sorry. They pick up the first down. It stops the clock, right? But they're just walking. They're just like lollygagging. They're just so
down. Hold on. You said they picked up a first down, right?
No, I'm sorry. It's second down.
Uh-huh.
They get you. The audio is bad. Someone fixed the antenna.
Okay.
What's going? I don't know, guys. I'm sorry.
Connection got bad?
I don't have a bad connection on my side. I'm gonna refresh and I'm gonna come back in. All right.
Okay. Yeah, man. Can y'all hear me now? Is the connection still bad?
All right. Let me bring this back up.
Yeah, come in the comments. Let me know if y'all still the connection still bad.
So talk you got it too. It's choppy. I don't know. Everything looks good on my side. You staticky, choppy. All right, go ahead. Do your thing. Let me see. I'm trying to watch it from my end. Yeah, it's definitely not us. It's let me see. Let me check this out on my side.
Yeah, we running good.
Hold on, Zoe. Yeah, I see what they're talking about. It's like it's popping, like the audio is popping, like like that. But yeah, I don't know. All right, but it can't be on my end. I got all the nice stuff. Let me see. So anyway, so I'm just explain to you. They're gonna have to figure it out. We're gonna figure it out later. But pick up enough yards. They
I thought you said they
no,
got
I'm sorry. Like, so what happened
was
was it's like first down, they pick up yards on the second down. They spike it. Yeah, they spike it. They stop the clock.
Third down.
So then they just start lollygagging. They start lollygagging off the field, not knowing the play clock is still running, right? The time clock. So now it's taking the special team unit a long time to get on the field because they just walk in and lollygagging. So the special teams runs out there. It's like 9 seconds left. They got to set it up really fast.
But you said that it was
no timeouts.
Timeout,
no
right?
timeouts.
Okay.
No timeouts. They could have hiked it and probably spiked it, but it just was a bad situation, man. It was some really, really bad coaching. It was just really, really bad coaching all around. So at the end of that, it just is what it is, man.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Even
it was bad
look at the numbers. That's the first thing that'll jump out at you because I mean, Scott, they almost had 200 more total yards than them. So the only way that you can actually even be in the game, let alone win it, is going to have to be turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the TLP and got almost 200 yards. So what other way could you even be in the game, right? Unless you sponsor them or turnovers or both.
It was bad. It was bad all the way around. They looked really good. Offensively, Otto looked really good, but the coaching is bad.
So to your point, you mentioned last week about coaches have a problem with just because a player has a certain skill set that you like, right? As opposed to seeing it during games, what's best for the team. I saw it, but hey, this guy can do this better than this guy. But again, you saw what it was in games. You can have the skill set, but if it's not producing in games, then what you see at practice before I put it in the game. But the game supersedes practice. The game supersedes practice because, like you said, it was 2 other games. Otto come in the fourth quarter, and it's like he should have been playing the whole damn time. Then you come right back to the other guy, but Otto's been playing the whole time because even the game, who was it? They lost to Towson. If you play Otto that whole game,
they win that game.
But see, that's what inexperience gives you. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, man, it's more or less it's OJT for both of them, Vic and DeSean, man. But I think DeSean is really taking it on the head. But again, DeSean coached last year, and he coached who? Travis Clark. You see what I'm saying? So there's something there for that. Vic came from,
and it looks like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it looks like. That everything about it looks like that. So listen, I'm handing out minuses, bro. I'm handing out minuses. I don't care.
God.
I'm handing out minuses. No. And again, you can have 550 yards. I'm not doing this with you. Like at some of these wins, but it's either bad coaching, bad substitution, bad personnel, bad decision making. It's always something that I feel like if Vic made the right adjustment at the right time, and I hate to nitpick to that extent, but it is. You know, money when he wasn't the best quarterback, that cost your team wins there. You should have lost to Virginia State. You should have lost to Virginia State. And
so right now, bro, they are 1-3 right now. They play Wagner this Saturday. Do they win that game?
They should. I think they do.
Okay. Then next week they got Hampton. Do they win that game? You can't confidently say yeah.
Yeah, I can't because you don't. I'll say this. I'm liking what I can give them that game because Hampton looks bad. I'm just. They're just a one-trick pony.
Okay, now after that they got Wofford. Now here's what's crazy. You get to the conference slate. Do you want me to tell you who their first 3 conference games are?
The big dogs. D-Jack.
South Carolina State, Delaware State, and then North Carolina Central.
Yeah, that's all losses.
That's all losses. That's all losses. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 losses right there.
You're paying $400,000 for that.
That's 7 losses right. And we hadn't even got to the other 2 games. And we still don't know if they're going to beat Hampton and Wagner.
Yeah.
7 losses, not include those games.
Again, I think as they come down the stretch, I think they'll look more and more competent. Not good. Like, defensively, they're not good. Like, that secondary is trash. Trash. So now you're putting all the pressure on your front seven, which is pretty decent. They got a pretty decent front seven. But again, I do like the receivers, DeSean Kendricks and Cam Smith. And I think, again, Otto is looking better and better. But to me, that team starts and ends with the running game.
Mhm.
It's going to be a long day for Norfolk State. But we'll see as they keep rolling along. But defensively, they're not good. That's how you get 31 points put on you, regardless if you make turnovers or not, because your defense is not that good. So,
Yeah,
it is what it is. All right. You talk about a shocker? Oh, I'm hating that Grambling is winning these close games because they really should be like one and whatever. But I will say this though, I gotta give them credit for finding ways to win, because if you can find ways to lose like Norfolk State does, finding ways to win is another attribute that these cats got 9 lives for real.
I'll say this. In the game against East Texas, I can say that they found a way to win. I can. The game last week, I can't. The game last week, Texas State got hosed. Point blank period. They got hosed on the official crew. But this game here, man, I'm gonna say this. I learned a lot from watching this game about Grambling, and I felt one way, and now I feel totally different. East Texas A&M, their quarterback was giving them business when he was scrambling during this game. But man, Grambling left a lot to be desired, bro. And honestly, it's a lot of like last year that they rely on any success by generating turnovers. Now, granted, the defense, you want to generate turnovers. That's the thing. But the thing is, it's almost like they have to rely on it. That's the difference. And honestly, bro, that call, even for that fumble yesterday, really could have went either way. It was close on the edge. And so, but you take that play away, man, I'm telling you, man, East Texas A&M outplayed them to me. Just watching it, T-Set didn't look the best, and I'm a T-Set fan, but I really didn't see most of what really shined for Grambling. So looking forward, because the game this weekend is going to tell everybody, really, are they matriculating to be a real contender, or are they just been BSing out?
Are they been pretenders?
Yeah.
Are they, they've been listen.
For both teams, got it. For Prairie View too. It's going to say a lot for Prairie View too.
I just don't really like what Grambling is. I just don't.
I don't either.
There's nothing you can hang your hat on and say.
Yeah.
And say they're going to do this. What you can say is they're like the cardiac kids. I didn't like Southern either. So I'm not giving Grambling credit for anything. I'm just saying, like, the same way I'm blaming Norfolk finding ways to lose, I'm giving kudos for them to find ways to win, but doesn't mean that I think they're a good team, because they're not. Like, they should have lost to Kentucky. A&M outplayed them. It's the same exact mantra for Southern last year. Texas Southern outplayed you. Prairie View outplayed you. Like, but you just found ways to win, or the other team found ways to lose and give you the game. So again, that has won games. Like, that's what you really are. You are average. T-Set to me is like he's so fringy.
I think it's so much better from him too. I can skill set.
I think he's a gamer, which I will always respect quarterbacks who are gamers, because when you need a play, he gonna make a play, and I respect that. But he can't do the routine stuff. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam.
You know what you're saying. He's not fundamental.
It's a lot of free ball in it. No diddy. It's just a lot of freestyle. All right, that's not going to win you games consistently. It won't win you games consistently. So
So here's the thing. So East State, I think they're winless, right?
Let me see.
Because here's the thing, they got Central this weekend at home.
Yeah, so let me see. They played Florida State, they played SMU, and then they played Grambling.
Yeah, so
so now they got NC. Yeah, you're right, NC Central, and then they got Northwestern State after.
Man. So, yeah, man, Grambling got the win. It was a good non-conference win for the SWAC, but like I said, just watching the game and just basically off of that game, it didn't look like it wasn't a well-played game where it's like, okay, man, this is a really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a good.
Look at that time of possession. Like, I mean,
because,
come
man,
on,
they went 3 and out of live. I mean, they weren't really, really good on offense. Like, I'm telling you, like
it's tough. And the thing for me, what's hard for me to admit to is this, because again, and I get where Edwin Moore is coming from. It's hard for me to give them too much kudos for finding a way to win, because I feel like it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot and then trying to be the victim. That's what I feel like. That's what Grambling is. They'll shoot themselves in the foot and be like, "Oh, I was robbed. Somebody come save me." And I'm like, "Bro, you did it to yourself. What are you talking about?"
Look at that coming 3 and out, 3 and out. No. I'm sorry, William Graves. I want to go there. We punted on our first 6 possessions, but we found a way. I'm telling you, like it wasn't a well played game for Grambling. That's why I say you didn't see anything that you can hang your hat on and say, oh, you know what, man, they really balled out and did this as a means to winning. Because I mean, honestly, bro, Texas A&M were actually driving to win that game. Because I had the feeling, and it felt like that's the way it felt watching that game.
Absolutely. I can't see this Grambling team being a SWAC West champion. I can't see it. Like, I'm lying. I can't see it because Southern did it last year. Literally the same. Like I'm so sorry. Let me be honest. I can see it because Southern did the same exact dumb stuff last year. So it is possible for Grambling to hand you become a SWAC West champion.
Especially if they win.
I mean, yeah, especially if they win against PV.
So when I mentioned my score to PV, this is why I gave Grambling a C+. You know, I gave them that C+ solely because they won that game. Because if not, I would have easily given them a D- because it looked bad, bro. And I was going to say this guy, I think on like their first 8 possessions, they put on the ball. And I think highly of T-Set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it just looked like a bunch of disorganization. But again, Texas A&M was playing some style defense, you know what I'm saying, to get them to 3 and out. But man, it was so many incompletions. It was so many missed time throws. It was like, bro, they don't have any type of continuity there. And so I'll say this, you know, Prairie View can throw the ball. They're going to do some things through the air. But you know what happens to a lot of time for a team that likes to throw the ball a lot? You run the risk of what? A lot of turnovers, interceptions, and fumbles, and Grambling lives off those. But again, they got to get those points. But Grambling's going to have the type of defense where their defense could probably get a pick 6 or get a scoop and score, things of that nature in a rivalry game. But I think if it just goes the way it's going, I think Prairie View's going to get it. Because again, Grambling has to rely on fluke stuff like this to happen. See, it's different if Grambling defense were
stout and
were they stout and getting these turnovers. Then it's like, okay, their defense led them to that victory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not that though, bro. It's not.
Yeah, it's tough. I can't call it. I can't call it. All right, last but not least, you already know how I feel about the should not have been as close as the score. Whoever's that offensive coordinator, he needs to really look in the mirror. I'm so serious. This should have been 38-17. If I'm being honest, I have never seen a team run the ball as easily as I seen Prairie View do against Northwestern, and I'm like, what is going on here? They could have easily went. Dog, look at those rush yards, bro.
Look, you know what it is? It's the opposite of what you said about DeSean Jackson. So this is the case of ego, right? Yeah, we're running the ball whenever we're success rated, but guess what? We want to throw the ball. We want to go no huddle, and we want to throw the ball. That's what that is. Not saying, hey, I know this is what we want to do, but man, they can't stop this, so we're gonna do this all game long. Coaches will say that, bro. We're gonna do whatever it takes to win. They say that, bro. How many coaches actually stick with it and do that? That's right. It's rare because guess what? This is what we do. This is what I want to see.
It was for me. This is the thing for me that bothered me. If your quarterback is wearing number 21, I don't think he's a quarterback. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. If your quarterback is wearing the number 21, he's not a quarterback. But it was in situations where they're getting in the red zone, and so I'm about to go like, okay, it would be a tight end on the left side and all the receivers on the right side, so it'd be a 3-by-1, but just an opposite look. The running back will be on the right side. Mm-hmm. The receivers will be on the right side. Mm-hmm. And guess where they would throw the ball?
Left side.
To the right side.
To the right side.
To the right side. I'm like, everybody's on that fucking side. Why would you throw the ball on? Like, it just blew my mind. You ran the ball to get to the red zone. And any PV fan who watched the game, they're going to tell you, Scotty, you're so right. This guy threw the worst pick I've ever seen. I won't say ever seen. It was bad. He threw one of the worst picks in the red zone. They got everybody lined up to the left. They do the same thing. It's a 3-by-1 left side. And the guy is doing an over route on the back of the zone, in the back of the end zone. It's a guy in front of him. It's a guy behind him. He's staring the receiver down. He lobs the ball. The guy in front was like, it wasn't heat, dog. It came. It hit him in the chest, in the end zone. Thank you. He took a knee, pick. Like, that's the dumb stuff that was going on in this game. And I'm like,
so on that though, like you have these quarterbacks in the SWAC who really don't have the greatest accuracy, right? They play the game week in and week out, and yet still, man, they'll take these passes that they haven't been completing, and yet it's like they think they see something, they're still throwing it, which is mind-boggling to me.
Dog, so I was yelling at the screen, run! Like, and the kid is fast. Like, 21 quarterbacks like underwear, but the kid is stupid fast, though. I'm talking about straight gazelle legs fast. And I'm like, run! Don't throw it, run! It looked like Moses that parted the Red Sea. I wish I could pull up the play. I'm gonna go ahead. You keep. I'm gonna find this play because
I get it, but I'm telling you, man, that's the one thing about coach. Like we always say, we see better than we hear, right? Because they'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, whatever it takes to win, and we want balance, and we want this, and it's bull job. Because again, bro, they can have it like you can sit there. Like, I'm sorry, bro, if you have an opponent this week, and I know you said, well, we run this offense. But yet you can run the ball and they can't stop it. But yet it's driving you crazy to sit here and want to throw a ball because, man, I want us to throw for 300 yards. Like, that's what I want. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But your thing should be winning. Period. And I'm not saying that you got to change your offense. Like I say, if you want to run the ball, you can get to a passive formation, dog, and still run the goddamn ball. Feeling all these sets that you want to get in. Do what works to win, bro.
Do what works to win.
The game. Play to win the game. And guess what? If they can't stop you, why the hell are you gonna do the thing that they have for decent in? Throw the damn ball.
If
Like,
if somebody can find the timestamp for me, please do, because I gotta show Zoe this play. When I tell you, Zoe, it was probably the worst. It was one of the worst picks I've seen in a long time. I'm just talking about, like, come on, you can't be this. It can't be this bad.
I don't know. We've seen some bad ones so far in the swag this year.
I'm trying to see if it was before.
Southern has some bad interceptions this year.
Oh, this swag TV. It's so bad. Jesus Christ.
Oh man! Oh, speaking of swag TV, just my own little gripe, because y'all gotta do something about the aspect ratio to keep the scoreboard on the screen just because you max out the screen on the. Y'all gotta do something about that, man. Fix that. So, but yeah, man. This game, Northwestern State, same team that beat Alcorn. So thank you, Prairie View, for riding the ship and letting the SWAC get a dub on Northwestern State. So watching this game, bro, especially the way they dominate Northwestern State, lets you know, man, Prairie View, whenever they play Alcorn, should be a walk in the park for Prairie View. But the main thing for them is going to be this game, this upcoming weekend with Grambling. I think I got Prairie View winning this game, but this is a rivalry game, man. Grambling has owned this game. And Prairie View has dominated here as of late on some bad Grambling teams. But I think that Grambling is going to give themselves a chance within this game. I'm picking Prairie View to win this game, by the way.
I think I found it, but it's not loading for me. Oh my gosh, this swag TV is pissing me off. I'm sorry. I'm finding it, though. This is like, it's not. It keeps freezing on me. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I've done this thing like 4 times, and it keeps freezing on me.
But you probably did on your phone, YouTube, and click it, and then no, you still on Swag TV.
Oh, I found it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I found it. Okay, here we go. Now, Zoe, when I tell you this is probably the worst thing you're gonna see all year, look at this play, bro. All right, this ain't it. This is they get the first down, but this ain't it. But it's the next play after this.
All good. I can see them on the middle of the field. Get about the 7-yard line.
Right. Okay.
They're gonna do a replay.
Let me see.
All right, here we go.
So here we go. So this is the formation. So they load up on the left skits.
What is it to? Hold on. Rewind it.
I can't rewind it. They're gonna show you the replay. I'm gonna blow it up for you.
What the hell are you doing? What is he looking at? Oh, he was at a view.
The Bama sitting right there.
What did he see?
Right there.
And then look at the throw.
I tell you.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, Scotty. I'm gonna tell you what it is. He's right. He threw that ball because he did not see them. He didn't see him. So, but here's my thing, though. Why would you? He put entirely way too much touch on that because even he had enough air on the ball where the DB that was in the trail position.
Yeah,
he had enough speed. He could have actually still went and got there, but he didn't see the underneath guy, which is crazy to me. He didn't see him.
It was crazy, bro.
But he threw it right to him. That's crazy.
Right to him. That's what, and it was a lot of that. It was a lot of bad turnovers when they could have ran away with the game. I'm talking about like scot-free ran away. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But for the DeSean Jacksons, I gave them a C-. I thought if they just keep the ball in this game again.
Yes.
This game, if they just kept the ball on the ground, it's a B+, and it's not even close. This is probably 30. It's probably 35 to 10, 42. It's I'm telling you, it's a straight blowout. It's a straight.
I was really about to give him a B on this because again, got 500 yards, man. But like I said, man, to me, especially when you on this thing about, oh, we're gonna do this, talking, and we'll sit and saying, we get back and now all we're gonna do is we're still gonna throw it. I just felt like, man, in this game they could have made more of a statement because it was a non-conference game, and had they won big going into this rivalry weekend, you know what I'm saying? You easily could have dispelled or got some momentum going to this Grambling game because it looks different when you're preparing. It's like, okay, we played a non-conference game, we beat somebody 38-7.
Yeah,
we beat them handily. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the only thing. I just feel like they gave. I feel like they gave Grambling some other stuff to prepare for in this game. So, because again, that's one thing we're gonna live off of. That the turnover you showed, Grambling is good for that on defense.
And that kid, Robbie, whatever his name is, that dude crazy. That dude's good. I don't think he's gonna be on Grambling next year. Some Power 5.
Morgan do that. No, I don't think Morgan do that because Jackson won't run that play call.
It was
He won't run that play call.
I don't get why you do that. I just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me why you go 3-by-1.
That's side of the field too.
Don't even get me started. Please don't get me started. Please don't get me started. I hate that play call. But
a rule of thumb for me is whenever I'm going to do heavy on one side, you always work to the wide side of the field because you're pretty much going to have more options on the wide side of the field, and then you probably have a singular thing on the back side, on the short side.
And then there's nothing. And see, the quarterback has to understand there's nothing to hold the backside corner. So even though you don't see him, what route was holding that backside corner? To stay honest, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the tight end ran a corner, I think they did like a mesh route to where it's like if they did a rail or a mesh or whatever, it's like nobody's holding him the backside corner. Nobody's holding him down.
Also, another rule of thumb: when you're on the short side of the field like that and they're tight, because it wasn't a bunch formation, but the way they were set up,
yeah.
It almost was like a bunch formation. The thing about that is you're pretty much going to factor in somebody going underneath like a mesh almost cut across the field. Because Scott, you got the sideline that's helping you out anyway for the outside receiver. Unless he goes in a slant or something or going to the middle of the field, Scott, he's pretty much non-existent because you got the sideline. The only route you can run for that outside receiver is what? You know, if he don't cut inside, it's either a go route or a screen to bring him back in. So that's why, to me, going short side like that, heavy like that, that's why I would always go on the outside, wide side of the field because he opened up the playbook.
And I'll tell you this for PV, that white boy from Northwestern State was giving the business. The quarterback, they better be very cognizant of T-set because he would do the same exact thing with his legs and get mobile. All right, so final thoughts.
Look, man, we had 4 games on the swag side, man. They were all sleepers. I know the swag going to highlight and say, and it bothered me. I'm going to say it. Yeah, they went undefeated in conference, non-conference play, but you got 2 wins over 2 D2s. Nonetheless, look, I'm going to take a win over the Southland Conference any day. We got that, we got that. Kudos to them. But man, bragging on saying you say that as if like we beat a D1 opponent. You got 2 D2s that we beat. I hate that. But hey, man. But again, MEAC, same thing, man. What it was because Jesus, that A&T game was just ridiculous for the rivalry to get you. But nonetheless, bro, this weekend is going to be absolutely freaking amazing. You got Alabama State FAMU, Boombox Classic. You got State Fair Classic. I know you're going to disagree with this, but I think the Alabama A&M Bethune-Cookman game is going to be a good game.
I don't disagree with you.
I think it's going to be a really, really good game. I got A&M winning the game, obviously, but I think it's going to be closer than what people think. I think it's going to be a competitive game.
I think for me on that one, and we'll talk more about it on Thursday if we could set that up and we'll break it all down. But I think what I love mostly about the A&M game is they were able to give Quad a week off because they had Lane, so they let the freshman play, and they gave Quad the break that he needs for his ankle, so he could probably be 90-95% for the Bethune-Cookman game and keep him healthy. I think that Bethune-Cookman, again, I think with Sam Shade and Bethune, both defenses aren't the best. They're not the best. I think it's going to be a 35-40, whoever can score and get some couple stops. But where's the game at?
It's in Daytona. So here's my thing. Bethune, for all intents and purposes, we all seen what it looked like. But in the game before Edward Waters against South Carolina State, they lost, but man, offense actually played well.
They did.
Offense played well in the game. And South Carolina State, I don't care what nobody says, that's the best defense in the MEAC. And they play good sound defense. And I felt like in the game, I think Bethune-Cookman realized what it is they want to do and how they want to play this year. You transition that loss, say what we want, because everybody was picking. It was to beat them. I picked up Bethune-Cookman win that game. Bethune-Cookman won that game handily, and they look good at doing so. I think again, they to me, I really felt like they took what they did in that loss to South Carolina State, and they grabbed something to that, and they carried that over until this past weekend with Edward Waters. So what you want us to do too, I get it. But for a team like Bethune-Cookman, they can't say that because of where they've been the past 2 to 3 years. And so they took something that they liked from that game, and they got a win, bro. And so I think they're going to use that as some carryover into this game. Because here's the thing. This is a statement game for Bethune-Cookman. Because if, just playing hypothetical here, let's say they win that game, tell me that doesn't turn around your season from how it was, you know what I'm saying, from another conference slate. You're what, 2-2 now? Or 2-3 now?
Yeah.
One in the conference? Look how they set you up. So this is a huge game for both teams. This is a conference opener, but it's a huge game.
They played a conference game? Bethune played a conference game?
No, it's the conference opener for both teams.
Because they got them as 1-3, but 1-0. Oh, 1-0 at home. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is the conference opener for both teams. So again, I'm picking Alabama A&M. I just think it's going to be closer to what people think.
The thing about it for me is I think A&M's been tested.
Yes.
A&M's been tested more than Bethune. And what I mean by that is, but don't get me wrong, they played a couple FBS programs, but that's South Carolina State. A lot of South Carolina State people was like, yo, we had our backups in. When they made their run, they had second and third string players in, and they rode the wave of just winning that game with the backups. When I watched the Edward Waters in the first half, I thought it was a toe-for-toe type of game. If it wasn't for Noah Biden throwing those interceptions, this is a different game. And again, if it's a fifth, you know what I'm saying? If my auntie had a pecker, she'd be my uncle. I get all that, right? But I'm not super sold on Bethune-Cookman just yet. I do think that like that kid Malik Huggins is different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's special, but I gotta see more from Cam in this offense to really, because I mean, think about this: 172 yards passing for your start. And one of that, in 82 of it came from Malik Huggins on one catch. So realistically, 90 yards passing against Edward Waters' defense. And I'm again, A&M's defense. I don't even think A&M's defense is as good as Edward Waters, but I think that I'm so serious. Them boys fly around. They're fast. Sam Shade is trying to figure it out as he goes along. The D line is pretty good, but that again, that it's just a cohesive unit isn't working together right now for A&M. So I'm a leaning towards A&M. I got to see more from Bethune-Cookman before I truly believe that this is what this is like. They're on par to could be competitive in the SWAC.
Well, look, like I said, I got A&M winning this game. I just think man, there's some growth there. But to your point, they're gonna have to have a better offensive output. You know what I'm saying, on both sides of the ball to win this game against Alabama A&M. I just think it's gonna be close to what a lot of us tend to think. But if by chance they're able to pull this game out, so it's a statement game. It's a way to turn around the season because it'll put the whole entire conference on notice, and then talk about, you know, Sam Shade, if that were to happen, what that does from a division standpoint, going to the SWAC race, knowing that they haven't played the Madison City Classic yet, knowing that the very next game you got the Cookman, Jackson State at home. So it's a big game.
Also, Jackson State at home, I thought it was in the
Mobile, I'm sorry.
Gulf Coast, yeah.
Now, also, and another reason why I was going to say that for last was, dare I say, possibly overlook it, but they'll come in knowing they got Jack State next week.
I say no, because I don't think Sam Shade. I think Sam Shade is a 1-0 type guy. You know what I'm saying? I really believe they're a 1-0 type guy. And Jack State's a bridge you cross when you have to get there. You don't want to put no more pressure on yourself from the burdens of the past coaching regime that was there against Jackson State. But I do think, I will say this is probably the second best team Jackson State has faced from A&M. That year that y'all got Travis, I think that was like offensively, I thought that was probably the best version of A&M in a long time. Since, you know, all the receivers left and all that, I think after Akil left and all that type of stuff, I think this is probably going to be the second most talented. Because quarterback-wise, I think he's probably going to be the most talented quarterback you see until Andrew. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me being fair on that aspect. And I'm just curious to see what it looks like. Because, go ahead.
I was going to say, because
Southern Miss, yeah.
I was going to say, because bear in mind, that's two of your next 3 games for Jack State. You know, I know a lot of people will look at, even Wayne mentioned about saying the next 5 games is going to dictate everything Jack State. I told him, no, I disagree. Because of who FAMU plays beforehand, I say it's the next 3 games, minus Southern. We played them, but, you know, it's a conference game. It's a rivalry game, but because you got to look at it after Southern this weekend, you got Alabama A&M, then Alabama State. And so that's going to tell you all you know with regards to Jack State in short order. Literally, by the middle of October, it'll say everything about Jack State season.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Yeah, I think it's probably been the best East overall. Because think about it, even with Thune, it's somewhat competitive now. You know, even if it's not the valley of the bunch, but they are getting to a competitive level of competition. I just think the East overall is just great. I won't say great, but it's very competitive and it's watchable football that you
legit storylines because
right?
it's not a 2-team race.
SWAC West.
You're talking about a legitimate 4 teams because now that you do have Alabama, you know, Alabama was an outlier last year, but say now you got 4 legitimate contenders, right? When you talk about Jack State, FAMU, Alabama A&M, and Alabama State, I know some people will say they have the players and they're still formidable until they take some losses and they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's too early just because we see something. The game still got to get played because, for an example, Scotty, Alabama State plays FAMU this weekend. Okay, well, guess what? It's not out the realm that FAMU can't win their game. We both agree that Alabama State, we're picking them to win that game, but it's not out the realm to say that FAMU can't do it because the game's at Bragg, right?
No, it's at Bragg. All their big games are at home.
And so the game's at Bragg, so it's not out the realm to say that FAMU can't win that game. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, that's a huge statement even for them, right?
Absolutely.
And that's a huge loss for Alabama State, knowing that, you know, they still got time right to chip, but guess what? They haven't played the Madison City Classic yet. It's a big game. You know what I'm saying? They haven't played Jackson State yet. So, and I think they play, does Alabama State? No, they don't play Prairie View.
Not this year. No. So, Prairie View plays both. I thought Prairie View played both Alabama schools. Let me see. I thought somebody said that.
But my point is that to your point, you know, it's a 4-team race and they all got to play each other. But then
they play both Alabama schools, PV, yeah.
So, you see what I'm saying? So, if PV is good enough to say, we wouldn't be shocked to say, okay, PV play Alabama A&M and get a win. You see what I'm saying? So, it's gotten better. The play has gotten better, at least in the East. So.
No, I definitely agree with you, and the parity is definitely there. I think this is a great. If you're looking for, this is a great week to start off conference play. It's a great week. It's a great matchups that you can kind of see are the chinks fixable or are they permanent issues that they have, right? Are people making adjustments as they go, or are they, are they what they are? You know what I'm saying? Are they, this is who I am, and I just got to figure out how to overcome that quarterback. Listen, that quarterback situation is going to be something to keep an eye on. And if FAMU can't run the ball, because Alabama State has been giving up a lot of running, they haven't been that stout defense like they've been in the years past. If FAMU can't run the ball and you put this game on RJ's arm, which I would, if I'm Alabama State, I'm loading the box and I'm putting a buzz defender underneath the fastest guy. I think his name is Rieger or Rager or whatever, and I'm making RJ have to beat me. Flat out, I'm making RJ have to beat me. I'm not going to allow you to try to run the ball with that Franklin and try to get your running game off on me. Or if they feel comfortable enough to where, hey, our front four can hold it down, then I'm just dropping everybody on FAMU and making RJ have to pick his spots and really dissect the team and dissect the defense, which I don't know if he can really do. Prairie View and Grambling, I think it's going to be a battle of wheels. But we'll dive more in that on Thursday. But my final thoughts for this week, man. I'm super excited to see what these teams round out to be, what Grambling rounds out to be, what Del State rounds out to be, what Norfolk rounds out to be, because there's still growth week to week that I think a lot of these teams can have and figuring out who they are. But I think Norfolk is – I know what it looks like, and I do think Norfolk is on an upward trend. I just don't know if they have enough coaching in place to really keep it that upward trend to come in with wins. They might look better, but I don't know if it comes with wins. But I'm excited for next week, man. And also, I want people to be looking out for, I think SWAC TV is supposed to start dropping their college game day show, the HBCU SWAC game day show, whatever. Excuse me. So we'll be on the lookout for that on SWAC TV. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm just curious to see who the crew and staff is going to be. What you guys know?
Probably the same old. You want to take a pick? Let's see. Either Mo Carter, Tolly Carr, Charles Bishop, Simone, Steve Gaither.
Oh, my God. If they put Stephen Gaither in front of a camera, that's crazy.
What am I missing? It's going to be the same thing. But nonetheless, man, kudos for trying to do something different. So at least doing something finally. So I can give kudos and appreciation of that. But no, man, that's about it, man. Just really looking forward to this weekend. I will be back. I will be down in the Big Raggedy on Friday. Got the Battle of the Bands Friday night at Mumford, Centurion Black. Yeah. I will be there. Can't wait. Gonna hit my old stubborn ground, man. If y'all catch me, y'all will probably catch me at Chimes East, that is. But yeah, man, looking forward to it, man. So
last question before I get you up out of here. Southern loses, do they fire Graves?
Man, I don't know. They like some round six down there. No.
You don't think they fire Graves if they lose? I think they do. I think he's
no.
Okay, I'll say this. If it's a competitive game like 24-21, I think he's fired at the end of the year. I just don't think they fire him mid-season. If y'all blow them out, it is an absolute he's gone. It's an absolute he's gone on Monday. He's fired on Monday.
Fire him for what? Watch this. Fire him for what?
Because you let the world know that you're looking for a new coach.
Well, my thing is, who you gonna put the intern?
Fred McNair. You just roll with Fred.
Fred McNair.
Yeah, you just roll with Fred.
Okay, so what Fred supposed to do? He gonna write the ship for the
No, I don't care about writing. It's not even about writing the ship. The ship is sailed. Okay, ship sunk and sailed, been battered, bruised, beat down. That's
you gotta do that. You don't have to let him go to let the world know that you're finna move in different directions.
Yeah, you do. Because I'm already calling.
Okay? You can already be calling.
I get it, but I'm definitely letting the world know what we done with him. Listen, I'm not playing this game with you. Why are you even still here? It ain't even about writing the ship anymore. It's like, why are you still here? You gone. Fired. Bye.
I keep him there. But if I make a, but see, to me, I disagree with your premise. I don't think that Graves is not the real thing we need to talk about. Because this guy, I think even if they win Jack State, I still think he out in the season regardless. I do.
I agree.
So but here's the thing. So he's not the issue at Southern. It's the AD and the head coach.
I think they should be a package deal walking out the door. I definitely agree with that. I never. Roman Banks is not good. I think that should be a package deal because again, he's the one that hired Dooley. He's the one that hired Terrence Graves. Like, you gotta fire him. I don't know how Roman Banks still has a job at this point. But again, now from what I heard, I think they just gave him an extension, if I'm not mistaken. So have fun with that.
Wow.
Have fun with that.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I mean, he should be fired. So
because here's the thing. Okay. If you gave him an extension, I'm just keeping it. Okay, you hire Dooley. So how that work? You make Graves the actual head coach. So what makes you think you got it wrong twice? Nobody should have confidence in him making a good hire for head coach. He's got it wrong twice. And if I'm not mistaken, because remember J Max was all about, oh, we want Dooley. Yeah. He's our guy. We want him. And they so maybe just maybe Dooley ain't on him. Maybe he's not. Maybe he listened to everybody else, and it's, you know what I'm saying. Well, see, I wouldn't do that because if I'm gonna get fired and it's on me, then I don't care what y'all say. It's on me. I'm gonna hire my guy.
Listen. Again, I don't care. I don't care.
So maybe Banks got a reprieve. Okay, so Dooley's not on him. Who knows? Graves may not even be on him. I don't know.
I don't care. It gotta be. You don't want to. You can, this is my issue. If I'm the one pulling the trigger, it gotta be on me. It gotta be on me. Like, it doesn't. Again, in a situation, I think Jason Cable is the only AD that I think was truly in a situation where he did not have a choice in his coaching staff. Jason Cable did not want Eddie Robinson Jr. The president, who pledged frat phi, whatever they call themselves, he's Omega Psi Phi. Eddie Robinson Jr. is Omega Psi Phi. That's how he got the job, and they slid him in there. It has worked out for them in the benefit, but again, that was not his hire. So that one, okay, cool, but it's working out for him. I'll give him that. But Roman Banks is a Kappa. Dooley's a Kappa. There were some other coaches that were in position, but again, it did not help him that Dooley beat the brakes off of him at Prairie View when he was at Prairie View and they played Southern and he beat the brakes off of him that year. That's really what sold him the job right there.
Are you serious? So y'all would have hired an ass guy. Now your ass got to get your third coach in about 4 years.
That's what it looked like.
What? They don't gotta have my frat brother stuff out. Wow.
That's how it go down. That's how it go down in the HBCU realm in most places anyway. But listen, guys, man, we appreciate it. So let them know where they catch you at, my boy.
Catch me on here with Scott sometime Thursday or Friday.
Oh man. Hey, we probably too hard as when he came off of his job. I came off the road, gave you the show. We missed last week, but bringing it back this week as well. All right, guys. Until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm holla. God bless.